Well, good afternoon. My name is Paul Courtwright. I'm with Woodchip Woodworking. Thank you for joining me. Today's video, I'm actually going to do something a little bit I enjoy doing, which is pepper mills. So we're going to do this little antique style pepper mill here. Thought we'd do that for a change, something different. So I got a block of wood that I've glued up. I got a piece of maple, walnut, maple, and then red or Purdue on the outside edge of it. Thought that would make a nice contrasting thing. I've already found my centers. It's about a 2 1/4 inch square block of wood. So we're going to put this between centers and we're going to get started on this. So if you have any comments, questions, feel free to leave them. Good, bad, indifferent. I'm looking to improve my channel. So feel free to send some comments my way. Like, subscribe. Tell me what I'm doing, what you like, what you don't dislike, and we'll see where we can go from there. All right, I'm going to readjust the camera and we'll get started. All right, so we got the camera adjusted. Let's put this between centers, and I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to put a spigot on both ends so I can put it in my chuck and do a little drilling. So put this on my drive. Turn this up to there. Get her tight. Put that there. All right. Get my tool rest in position. And again, I'm a little bit unorthodox. I like to round my stuff off with a skew. So I'm going to put my gloves on. And I like these gloves. Like I said, I got them from Stauffer Safety Solutions. They're padded. Got a little bit of arthritis in this hand, and it helps control that when I'm down here turning. Great gloves for that. Got my face shield here. Clean it off just a little bit so I can see out of it a little better. All right, face shield on, gloves on. Grab my skew. As I said, I love using a skew. I find I do a real good job at it. We're going to go that route and see what we can do. Alrighty, so off to the races. So here we go. It's between centers, so all we're going to do is round it off. Going from the center as I usually do, straight out to the end. This being just a 2 1/2 inch block, I want to be very careful that I don't take too much off of it. I just want to knock the corners off. So all right, let's see how close we are to being round. I know we're not there yet, but we're getting close. I can tell. Yeah, see, we got a flat spot right there, one on the other side. So keep roughing it away. And it doesn't have to be perfectly round to do what we're going to do here. All we're doing is getting it somewhat round. In fact, let's just do that so that we get her in the centered thing. So the next thing I want to do is put a spigot on both ends. I'll drop my tool rest, and I'm going to grab my parting tool here. And you can see I got a little bit of unevenness there. We'll take care of that and put a spigot in it. Here we go. So I just take this off. So I'm going to put a spigot in, just enough to hold it wide, drill it. Is all I'm looking to do. Nothing major. Do the same thing on the other end. This Paducah's hard wood, let me tell you. Make sure we're all the way around on our spigot. And I think we are. Yes, we are. On both ends, we're in good shape. All right, so I'm going to take this out, and we'll put our chuck on, and then we'll start drilling. So I enjoy doing pepper mills. Just something that I enjoy doing. They go over well at craft shows. People always seem to like fresh pepper. So it's kind of one of them things that people enjoy. All right. One of the things I need to do is check to see if I made my spigot got the right chuck. If I need to go to the smaller one or the larger one. Again, I made this fancy jig. It is patented, so yeah, I got to go to the larger one. I'm in good shape. So that is patented, and I can sell the patent if you like, but it's you can download that if you like. It's just a simple. I took the closed my chucks up all the way, measured that distance. That's the smallest I can go, and then I opened them up fully to see what the largest spigot I can get, and then I just cut that piece there to fit that. So I'm going to drill a hole on these. Drill a hole straight through. It's a single hole, one inch and a 1/16 hole that I'm drilling right down the middle. So at this point, I've got a 1/2 inch Forstner bit in, and I'll drill about halfway, take it out, drill my inch and a 1/16 hole the rest of the way, and then I'll flip it over and I'll drill from the other side. Reason I'm running about 300, 400 RPMs, and I like to start out at my quill at 1 inch. So that tells me how far deep I'm going in, and all I want to do is I want to go about halfway. So I'm looking at probably roughly 1.5 inches, and then I drill a small pilot hole type on the first one, so that I'm not really going too hard on it. I go in about 1/2 inch, stop, back it out, clean my bit out. You can see it kind of plugs up. I'm drilling into that walnut. Go in another 1/2 inch. You'll see it smoke. Go out, back out. Do it again. Clean that out. Put my pencil. So right now I'm at 3/4 inch. There's 1 inch. So I'm in 1 inch. And clean the flights out, go in another inch. And I'll do this same thing I do when I do that. So I'm 1.25 inches. Back it out. Clean that out. And go in another 1/4 inch. And that would make my 1.5 inches right there. All right, so I will not bore you with the rest of it, but I do, now that I'm thinking about it, I do want to give you a little bit of a tip here on Forstner bits. Where's that? I don't see it. All right, well, if you got a what they call a credit card stone, you put it on there and you lay it flat. Say this is my thing. Cannot seem to find it, and I should have done this earlier. Lay it flat like that, and you rub that, it'll sharpen that edge. Do it on both sides. You just don't want to sharpen this edge right here and here. So that's two things you don't want to sharpen. But other than that, they're easy to thing. Go from there. I will not bore you with doing the rest of the drilling. So just finished up drilling the last little bit of that inside out. Now what I'll do is I will flip it around and I will do the other side, drill out the other side. So that's why I put a mortar on both ends of it. The other thing I want to do is make sure I'm centered. So I got to knock my drill chuck out to make sure it's centered. Put my tailstock back in. I got my center mark in there, and I'm just off just a smidgen. There. And I'll tighten this up. And I will drill from this end. Again, I'll use my 1/2-inch bit first, and then I'll go to my 1 1/16. So I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We just finished drilling our hole out. So we're done with that part. What we got to do now is the way I turn them is a little bit different than average person. I turn them between centers. So we'll take this off, take our chuck out. There's a little piece still inside there. So we got to knock that out. There it went. All right. So as you can see, we got our hole drilled clear through on both ends. We're going to take our chuck off. And we're going to do this between centers. Now, when I say between centers, I'm not using the my drive and my tailstock. What I'm doing is I've got a pen mandrel here, and I've made these little plastic things like bushings that fit in there. They go on top of that. It slides right in there like so. And I've got a live center here that spins. Run that up like that, and we'll tighten it up. And this will hold it between centers. Gets everything nice and snug. There, just like that. So now we want to shape it to what we need. And this piece here, we want to set on top. So we got to figure out our top and a bottom. So I've got this marked as the top on my washer, so I know. So we're going to put this right here. So basically, we're going to round this off and then put a little design in there. Is what we want to do. Face shield on. Grab my skew. And we're going to round her off a little bit more. Clean up that. I can tell right now she's not tight. There it is. All right. So we're going to round this off a little bit and then put a design in there. So here we go. Again, this is not the only way to turn these. Just the way I like to do it. It's, you know, for me it's easier. The little bushings that I got right there, I got them for each style of pepper mill that I have, and I make them my own, so that I can do that. Hold it between centers, and I don't have to worry about it coming loose. Don't worry about losing my center, because if it's in the chuck and it comes out, then you lose the center part, and then you're kind of got to go back and find the center. So all I'm doing is rounding this off a little bit more. We're just going to do a basic shape. Couple beads, curves, nothing made real fancy. So, all right, so we're rounded. No, not quite. Got a little bit of a high spot in the center. Right there and right there. So we want to get rid of that. So I'm going to take a little bit more off here. You gotta remember one thing, I got an inch and a half, inch and an eight, inch and a 16th hole going down the middle. So I want to make sure that I don't take too much off, that I get into that. So, okay. So I got rough shape, roughed out where I want it. Let's put some marks on here, what I want to do. So I want to put like a bead on the top. I'm going to run that around to there, round that off. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. Just the design that I'm looking at. So I'm going to quickly do that. Grab my spindle gouge, and I'm going to do that real quick. So I'm going to take this corner and just put a detail in there like so. There. And I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. This one here, I'm going to go all the way around. Go all the way around, make a nice bead on the bottom. Alright, that takes care of that part. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this and I'm going to taper it down, and I'm going to put a bead in the center. So I'm going to just draw a couple lines here and say I'm going to taper this down. Actually, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to put one a little bit lower. Yeah, you know what? I actually going to go the other way. See, this is why I kind of think about these things a little bit. I'm going to put my bead here, so it's going to be, is that right? Yeah, I want to taper this down. Actually, I am going to use this one. So I'm going to do here. It's easy to change it now. You can always take off wood, but you can't put it back on. So I'm going to grab my spindle gouge, and I'm going to taper this into there, make a nice cove there. This will be a bead, and then I'll do the same thing here, taper it down to there. That's the plan. So, and that stopped, which is a good thing because you can't get a catch when you're doing it like this. So, do the same thing here, but this one here I'm going to taper all the way down. So I'm going to go in a little bit more here. Maybe one more. Do the same thing here. I'm going to go this way. Let's see what that looks like. See if I got into the maple. Yes, I did. Good. All right. So now what I want to do is round this over and make a small bead out of that. So I'm going to go back to my smaller spindle gouge. And I'm just going to start from the center and work our way around. What I want to do is exactly that. Same thing on this side. I don't think that looks too bad. See, I got any high spots? No, actually, I'm liking that. I like that style right there. So what we're going to do now, since we got her cleaned up, basically we're going to start sanding. So again, I'm between centers, which makes it nice, easy to do that. And we'll do it between centers. So I'm going to do a little sanding now. So again, protect your lungs. So always wear a dust mask and protect your lungs. Keep this dust out, especially with this Padauk in there. You'll find dust and you will sneeze it. So we're going to do a little sanding. So I'm going to start with 120 and then we'll go up from there. So I'll do the first one and then we'll come back and I'll show you the rest. Again, I'm running about 400 RPMs. This is sandpaper from Vince's Wood Wonders. I really like it. Foam back. You know, easy to handle. It holds up well. You know, it does a real good job. It just it does a great job. I really like it. You know, just taking it easy so I don't lose my details on there. I definitely want to get rid of the sharp edges on this. So I just kind of like I said, I'll pause it here in a minute and I'll finish sanding because I don't want to bore you with that. And we'll go from there. All right, so we'll look at it. Looks good. I like it. All right, I'll be right back. I'll finish sanding. I'm going to go up to about 320 and then we'll go from there and we'll finish her off. Oh, well, welcome back here. We're just finishing up on our sanding. If I was still sanding when you left, I'm still sanding now, just finishing it up. And then we'll take her off the lathe here. But I think it's really looking good. I'm liking the way this looks. As you can see, this little fine dust, you know, that could get in your lungs very easily. So wear your your dust mask and stuff. So, alrighty. So basically, we just finished up a pepper mill. So, and like I said, I do it between centers. I got these little things here, and each one of them I mark on like 1 1/16". Got them on both ends. I put in easiest way that I found to do pepper mills. So we'll take and finish it, and then I will mount this to the top of that, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to adjust the camera here 1 second, so hold tight. All right, so I've finished this off. I'll put a coat of polyurethane on that, and that's what she looks like. So that's a nice, easy project, simple. Glued this together, and thought this would make a nice little pepper mill here. Like I said, it's Padauk, maple, and walnut. Easy thing. I'll show you 1 second here. I've got some other blanks. I got a bigger one here that I'm going to do. This one here is maple, walnut, purple heart, and maple again. That's what I'm going to do. Here's another one here. Looks like it's walnut, purple, or walnut. I believe that might be purple heart, maple, Padauk, and then a piece of walnut on the outer edge. It's just a piece of purple heart that I'll work on. I've got several other blanks back there. You can, like this one here, a piece of cherry. This one here is just a piece of purple heart between 2 pieces of ash. So I got different things I'm gluing together. You'll use up a lot of scrap wood and things of that nature, so it's easy to do. Again, please feel free to like, subscribe, share this video with others. Let's help this channel grow. And if you got any comments, please leave them below. And my email's in there if you want to email me for any reason. Ask me a question, why I did this, why I did that, what kind of wood I use, tools I'm using, any questions like that. Feel free to ask. That's part of belonging to American Association of Woodturners. We do a lot of teaching, and that's the whole purpose of my videos, is to teach woodturning, promote the craft of woodturning, and go from there. Feel free to like, subscribe. Have a good day, and don't forget to make your little man glitter. Happy Valentine's Day.